So my name is Tyler Mitchell. I am the editor here with Salina Bookshelf. My job as an editor, especially a Dine editor, it's always important for me to try to look for some of the best writers and some of the best work that they produce. So the synopsis, if you will, for Running with Changing Women follows a young girl named Samantha. Now, Samantha was a girl attending Atsa Community School on a Navajo Reservation. With a whirlwind of new adventures and pep talks from those closest to her, Sam's family, her two best friends, they help do their best to help Sam deal with bullies, boys, and her new responsibilities as a Dine woman. So without further ado, I would love for Lorinda Martinez to introduce herself.
Thank you so much for the introduction. And my name is Lorinda Martinez. My plans are on the continent. And I was raised on the reservation. It's amazing. I'm so excited. There's no words right now. Well, we talked about this earlier, and we're going to go ahead and read the first chapter of the book. And so chapter 1, it's right here, and it says the bus ride home. Okay. Samantha's head slumped against the Atsa Mesa Community School bus window. She stared at the passing Navajo Reservation landscaping. They finally made it to their stop. They stood up and gathered their backpacks. They were the only two getting off. As they marched off the bus driver yelled out, "Hey, if your mother's looking for a medicine man for the ceremony, I know a good one." Sam looked at him. "What?" The bus driver glared at her. "Don't you know your culture?" With that, he slammed the door shut and drove off. Sam slammed her palm on her forehead as the realization soaked in. "Oh," she groaned. "What?" was Edgar's reply. He was shoving his earbuds back in his ear. "My mom's gonna want to have that ceremony for girls," was Sam's response. "What ceremony?" Edgar asked. "You know, the Canada ceremony," Sam said. "Wait, you're going to Canada?" he said. He tilted his head to the side with a confused look. The look dissipated as realization dawned on him. "Oh, you mean the Kinaalda ceremony?"
So we're super, super excited to have you here with us. And I did want to talk a little bit about your process as a writer, with the fact that you're trying to handle the Kinaalda ceremony. If you could give us like a quick run through of what the Kinaalda ceremony is for our non-Navajos in the audience, and also just what compelled you to write a book about this, especially a young adult novel.
Well, the ceremony itself, it's to kind of teach young girls who are becoming women how to kind of take care of themselves, how to represent themselves to the world. Women in our culture are given such heavy responsibility. We are in charge of the home, we're in charge of the livestock, we're in charge of the children. So, it's a matriarchal society. So I think in that way, when you have a ceremony like this, you're setting yourself up, life is going to be hard, life is going to really have a lot of things thrown at you. And so I think the ceremony is explaining to us that, you have to be strong, you have to, remember a lot of these important teachings and stuff like that. So that, of course, as a kid, when I went through it, I didn't see it like that. It's like you start to see it and appreciate these things as you get older.
So thanks again for reading, Lorinda. So again, I think one of the huge things about the book is that the first half is very modern. We see Samantha dealing with embarrassment, we see her dealing with stress, and then of course in the second half we see so much traditional knowledge being shared by not only her masane or her mom, but also her aunties and her cousins that all have been through it before. Of course, the book is called Running with Changing Women. And if you were to read a little bit from near the end of the book, where we do see Samantha engaging in a very important part of the ceremony, which is one of the last runs that she has to do for the ceremony.
Okay. Next, her dad led her to the trail and said, "Okay, it's time for your run. While you run, Shiaja, think about your future. It's like saying a prayer. Make sure to yell. Yell so the gods can hear you and bless you." Sam took her place in front of the pack. "I can be strong because of them. They help make me strong," thought Sam. She smiled and whooped again, but this time it was followed by her dad, Kenny, and everybody in the running party. Sam felt the energy move from her chest to her feet, and as if for the first time, she broke free from the restraint that had been holding her back. Then the feeling of doubt or waiting for someone to tell her what to do. At the moment, she knew she didn't want to be told to hold back. She did a little hop and broke free. She let her body move, and she knew she was going to make it hard for them to keep up with her. But for the first time, she felt free.
All right. Well, that is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful response. And I really do feel like you captured the journey of someone trying to learn how to be themselves and how to grow up and take on a lot of responsibility, and how important Navajo language and culture is as a part of that process. So, of course, thank you again, Lorinda. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Again, Running with Changing Women is available at salinabookshelf.com. You can go to our website, order online through Hardcover. We are doing free shipping at the moment. And yes, so thank you so much for coming out. We do appreciate everything that you've done, Lorinda. We're so proud to have this new book.